Texas lawmakers are considering a bill that would improve the public's access to disciplinary action taken against doctors. The bill's sponsor cited examples of what she called loopholes in the system, including the recent case of a Dallas anesthesiologist charged with poisoning IV bags. His suspicious behavior was recorded on this security video. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live with the story. Lori.
Steve, Dr. Reynaldo Ortiz was under investigation for negligence when patients at the Baylor Scott & White North Dallas Surgicare began experiencing medical emergencies. One lawmaker says that her bill would close the loopholes that allowed him to continue practicing.
Current statutes governing the Texas Medical Board is riddled with loopholes.
Texas Representative Julie Johnson of Farmers Branch says House Bill 1998 would increase transparency when a doctor is disciplined.
The lack of physician oversight put Texas in the national spotlight with a recent case in Dallas regarding a neurosurgeon with multiple egregious instances of negligence at various hospitals. He was nicknamed Dr. Death for the horrible crimes he committed against dozens of patients.
Johnson also made a reference to the case of Dr. Reynaldo Ortiz, a Dallas anesthesiologist arrested for his connection to 11 patient emergencies and the death of a doctor at Baylor Scott & White North Dallas Surgicare Center.
An anesthesiologist was allowed to continue practicing when he was under investigation.
The bill would require the board to get alerts from the National Practitioner Data Bank when a doctor is disciplined, and the information would then be added to the doctor's public record on the Texas Medical Board's website. Kelsey McKay, a former Travis County prosecutor, spoke in favor of the bill.
I've personally witnessed how one doctor in a position of power has been allowed to continue to harm women, despite 6 arrests for crimes including sexual assault, strangulation.
McKay testified that the Texas Medical Board had the opportunity to suspend the doctor's license, but failed to do so.
Texas Medical Board's failures have resulted in unforgivable abuses to other female healthcare workers.
Steve Wolob with the Texas Hospital Association said he had concerns that the law's reporting requirements would be too strict and argued the industry has already learned lessons from the case of Dr. Christopher Dunch, who received a life sentence for injuries to a patient.
The neurosurgeon, his impact on his patients and their families was horrific. I sincerely believe that we as a hospital industry has learned from the mistakes that were made back then, and that the chances of that happening again, anything similar, are extremely remote.
But Ware Wendell with Texas Watch argued something similar did happen with the case of Dr. Ortiz, and he says there are more bad doctors the Texas Medical Board isn't catching.
Nearly 50 doctors who had problems in other states but were practicing here in Texas because the Texas Medical Board wasn't doing their job.
Representative Johnson is working on some adjustments to the bill right now. It will then be up to the Public Health Committee chair to decide whether or not to bring it up for a vote. Steve.